Yeah, we've obviously been here before, some of us in terms of the World Cup and stuff back in 2011, and yeah, obviously it's pretty tricky, there's no doubt in that, and it's obviously very swirly and stuff, but it is what it is, it's the same for both sides, and you know, obviously it's nice to come out today and have a bit of practice on it, but again, anything can happen tomorrow and the weather can change, and we've made it a lot worse than today, so we'll wait and see what it is tomorrow, and obviously we'll try and deal with it.
Are you expecting an aerial bombardment from the All Blacks?
Not too sure about an aerial bombardment, no, not too sure if that's the way they play. There will be a lot of kicking, there's no doubt in that, but intelligent kicking, they're pretty smart operators in terms of half-backs and you know, in terms of outside backs as well, so you know, there will be a kicking game tomorrow and it's something we'll have to deal with. There will be some aerial, but you know, there'll be a lot of tactical kicking as well.
The All Blacks did a little bit of that on Saturday, and the Chiefs did quite well as well, bringing it behind your line. Is that something you're looking at?
Yeah, it's obviously something we've got to focus on. You know, a couple of little chips over the top and stuff, the grubbers in behind, a couple of crossfield kicks is something that we have to work on, have to practice, obviously have to get better at over the last couple of weeks. You know, they found some space last week, New Zealand, and obviously the Chiefs did on Tuesday as well. So yeah, something that we need to focus on and get better at, and something that we need to be better at tomorrow.
Neil, you've been involved in several weeks as a player and as a coach. How challenging has this week been when you look back over the course of your career with what the team's been going through?
Yeah, it's obviously, you know, it's typical us really in terms of maybe over a long period of Wales, you know, playing pretty well for a long period of the game last Saturday and putting up a good show, and you know, a very poor and disappointing performance on Tuesday night. We had a lot of possession, a lot of territory Tuesday, just couldn't turn it into points, and I think the Chiefs probably had 6 chances and probably scored 6 tries. So it just showed us you know, the way to go about it really, and how to be clinical, and at this level that's the important thing. You've got to be clinical, you've got to take your chances when they come, and you've got to score, and we probably had a few chances last Saturday where we didn't take them as well against New Zealand. Maybe likewise themselves as well, the All Blacks the same. So look, there's something for us, we have to finish off our opportunities and our chances, and we do that tomorrow.
So how do you go about turning that around in a short period?
Well, I think the reality is when you look at the game, it's maybe just one extra pass. It's that simple. You know, somebody in a better position than the guy who's holding the ball and just giving it to him. I think it could be that simple if I'm honest, and I think that's what it was on Tuesday. There's a couple of opportunities where we didn't pass and we should have passed, and likewise last Saturday as well. So you know, I think it's just you know, in terms of the players understanding that as well and realising if someone's in a better position than them, we need to give them the ball. So that's maybe something New Zealand do pretty well.
So you feel like you're not far off the pace of the All Blacks then?
Well, we were fine for probably 60 minutes last week, but as we all know, and we know, we played against the All Blacks on many occasions, and generally they get on top in our last 15-20 minutes or even 10 minutes, and that's something we've got to live with. We've got to keep with the pace of the game with them guys, not just 60, it's got to be 70, it's got to be 80 minutes, it's that simple. Otherwise, you know, the scoreline can be as it was, even 25-21, I think after 64 minutes was it, and they blows out to 39-21, and that can happen very quickly against New Zealand. So again, but we had opportunities, we had chances. You know, we were on the line, they've turned us over and come up the other end and scored. Could be 32-28 with a couple of minutes to go. So, but as we all know, sport is all ifs and buts. You've got to take your chances.
Did you and the team stay up last night and watch Euro? I know there's probably a few other boys in there.
It's been on this morning and stuff and that, like in the team room and stuff. So you know, look, you know, obviously we're Welsh, we're passionate, and any Wales England match we want Wales to win and Wales to do well. And you know, it was obviously hugely disappointed they conceded late last night for us. So.
Neil, you played 10 and 15 at Test level. Big night for Rhys Patchell tomorrow. What sort of advice have you been giving him?
Oh, look, I think Patch is a confident young kid. You know, he's obviously had a couple of caps back in Japan back in 2013, and you know, he's played pretty well for the Blues at the 10 and 15 position. He's obviously playing 15 tomorrow, but look, he's an exciting talent. He likes to run, you know, play with ball in hand. He's obviously got a pretty good kicking game as well. So you know, I'm sure tomorrow he'll hopefully enjoy the occasion and play, you know, play the game what's happening in front of him and make the right decisions. And I'm sure he'll do that. I think the most important thing we can tell him is just go out and enjoy yourself, playing against the best side in the world. Obviously Barrett coming on, he's a pretty special player. Savea.
Given how physical the game is these days, how tough it is, because it's close to touch.
It was very tough. I think the speed of the game is, you know, as we knew anyway, we knew it was going to be fast. Certainly watching Super 18 and New Zealand sides, the way that they played, certainly our experience of last Saturday and Tuesday as well. You know, I think the speed of the game, certainly when they have the ball, goes up a couple of notches. So it is a difficult ask, but it is what it is. We knew that before we come here, and the guys will front up, and I'm sure they'll show up again tomorrow night.
Is everyone okay on the fitness front? Everyone on the fitness front?
Yeah, everyone seems pretty good. Trained this morning and stuff and that. So as I said, you know, I think it's, you know, everyone's looking forward to the game again, and hopefully we can put on another good show as we did last Saturday and go a little bit further.
Thank you very much.